General, many thanks for joining us this evening. What do you think, in your own opinion, could have been General Museveni's intention of the allegations against Bobi Wine on vote rigging?
Well, I think he was just at his game of playing psychological warfare on the minds of the Ugandan people. The sad thing is that he was talking to the national security apparatus. The many officers in that group he was talking to, many of them definitely know the truth, knowing that because a significant number of them would have been involved unwillingly, most of them, yes, but following wrong orders to manipulate the national electoral process. They know that. So what I wouldn't understand in his own mind, what would he think? You know, you are telling officers who are exactly doing what he desired them to do, but you are telling a lie in public. One aspect, that's one aspect. The second aspect is the Ugandan people to whom he is communicating, because the majority of the people know what was happening on the ground, more so in those areas where they could see the interference in the electoral process, live, wherever they would be. But at the end of it all, as he has always done, he does many things, I think, that depict his mindset being that of looking at the Ugandan people and thinking that they are all idiots. There's no way a president can say something like that unless he thinks that the audience or the consumers are idiots.
Do these allegations from the head of state and commander-in-chief have any consequences for 2026?
As long as he still wants to run, he is going to try to engage again in manipulating the electoral process. Whether he succeeds or not is a totally different matter.
The other question is, who should be bothered? The Ugandan people, political players like yourself, or it's an indictment on the Electoral Commission?
The Ugandan people first and foremost, because they're the ones who need to determine the terrain in which we all operate. And we have seen a number of times in the past, when the population shifts firmly, the regime normally has nothing to do. I mean, the last example we saw was Buganda shifted radically in 6 months, and you saw how the NRM got wiped out. You can imagine if the whole country, a significant number of leaders said enough is enough. We should not be seen to be idiots all the time by just one human being who, even if he happens to be the president, at the end of the day, whatever he does on behalf of the population. There's no government that can do anything unless it is utilizing the taxes from the population. So the moment a population wakes up and tells off leaders, more so, if they do or act in ways that basically indicate that a leader is looking and doing things in contempt of that fact, that he or she is up there by virtue of what you pay in the national coffers in terms of taxes. If we had reached that point and the whole country changed, I can tell you the behavior of the regime, of General Museveni himself, would change. But as long as he does things in contempt and people remain unconcerned or laugh it off or care more about survival than living in dignity, yes, you can pull off a number of things.
General Museveni, former presidential candidate and coordinator for the Alliance of National Transformation.